Question: when I'm taking my road test, do I have to have my own car? Yes. Almost every place in this world you take a road test, you must have your own vehicle. I believe there's a place in South America, but I won't go into that, where they provide the cars for you. But yes, you must have your own vehicle. Otherwise, there's no vehicle available for taking your road test. The DMV does not provide vehicles at all. Also, don't try to borrow somebody else's vehicle at the test site. That usually causes issues, cause stress for the person who wants to lend it to you, but you're putting pressure on them to have you use their car, and they don't really want you to use their car. So it just causes a lot of tension. So it's best to have your own car. If you don't have your own car for the road test, don't go for the road test. Otherwise, do what I'm doing here. I'm in a driving school car. So therefore, call a driving school, request a driving lesson and the road test, and that will take care of that for you. Next question. How many points am I allowed to get on my road test before I fail? 30 points. You cannot exceed 30 points. You start at 0, and if you finish at 0, it means you have done nothing wrong whatsoever. Therefore, a perfect score at the end of the test. Points begin at 5, 10, 15 for speeding or poor steering control, for example, and 30, total of 30. If you're under 30 at the end of the road test, you will pass. If you're over 30, then you will fail the test. Of course, this is up to the DMV examiner who's testing you. They can make a decision based on whether they think you're safe enough to pass the test. And also, age does matter too. If you're 16 years old versus if you're 50 years old, that does make a difference in terms of you passing or not failing the road test at the crucial point of 30. So, there it is. How many points you're allowed? You cannot exceed 30 points on your test. Next question. If I take the driving school car for the road test, when I finish the road test, how do I get home? Well, if you take the driving school car to the road test, they will take you home. So you don't have your parents come and pick you up, or spouse, husband, wife. It doesn't require that you do that. Essentially, you're paid for the driving school to take you for the test and bring you back home. So the DMV will not take you home. I had one student who asked me, when I finish the test, is the DMV person going to take me home? No, they do not have the provision to take you home. And also, they're in the process of giving exams to other people. If they take you home, there are people waiting for their exam. You can tell what I'm going to say. They will not be able to get their test. There's only about 3 or 4 examiners per 30 students or cars on the line, typically. So as a result, no, the DMV examiner cannot take you home. Please don't even ask.